Yo, it's Will Marcus from City back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about our hot takes and the community's hot takes, right? So we're going to cover a couple of community ones and then we're going to dive into my hot take. And yeah, they're going to kind of clash a little bit, but I think overall, some of these takes you've probably seen before and mine will probably be something new. That being said, let's get into the takes. The first one, shotguns and snipers take no skill in this game, and the ability to end an engagement when the other player has 3 to 4 shots on you is wild. Now, this is basically how shotguns and snipers have already been in like every Call of Duty. I mean, like there's not a Call of Duty I can think of where this isn't the case, right? Like snipers one shot. That's kind of the point of them. Shotguns are supposed to one shot, especially up close. So they're kind of supposed to do that. I don't think there's modes where... Okay, there are modes where that shouldn't be the case. So like BRs, you should not have one pump shotguns in BRs. I don't really think. Like they have to be less than 3 meters away, right? 3 yards away, whatever the distance is that you want to say. Like they can one pump at that distance, like barrel stuff distance. Shotgun can one pump, especially if it's a pump shotgun. But other than that, it should be at least a 2 pump. I find that to be, at least somewhat of a good way of balancing it. I just, that's a very small circumstance, I think. I think in the multiplayer side, like it's always been that way where shotguns can one pump you, snipers can one shot you, and if you're good with them, then you're gonna have a lot of success. If you're not, you won't have no success. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I think it's probably not necessarily, a needed change for the game overall. I think it's kind of fine. I understand people's gripes with it. It can be really annoying to die to someone shotgunning. It can be really annoying to die to somebody who's sniping a lot and is really good at sniping. Definitely can understand the annoyance with that. I think the main problem with COD Mobile is when you pair those things with the melee and you can have that movement speed adjustment that you can get with that. I understand finding that annoying and that being a problem to people. Other than that, I feel like they're somewhat balanced to a degree and they're not necessarily as big of a problem as people might think. Snipers also, when paired with the melee, snipers in this scenario, when paired with the melee, I feel like are definitely deserving of this hot take. Like they are a problem. They are annoying to deal with, right? Snipers by themselves, I feel like they've kind of been, they're not as strong as they once were. There was a time when sniping in this game was insane and, it was a problem. Now it's not. Second hot take, the creator program, nobody should listen to anybody in it because they're all fake. Nobody would talk about real problems if it means that the free mythics will stop. Hot take here by Shady. Look, I think the creator program does do that to people, right? Like if I was in the creator program, I would basically be silencing myself so that I can, shill. The word I believe is shill to the developers, right? I think it's like a sellout type of thing. I personally, I feel like if I was in their boat, I'd probably do the same thing. Like I don't blame them for doing it. Now, with this guy's take, I feel like this makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? I think if most people were in that situation, they would probably do it. And it just makes sense for people to do, right? If you're going to be able to get everything for free and all you got to do is make videos about it, once or twice a week, like I'm going to make those videos anyway. And now I'm going to essentially get paid to do it. Like sign me up. I'm going to do that anyway. You know what I mean? So I think for most creators, it just makes sense. Now, I do feel like if you are on that partner deal, you do kind of lose your ability to talk negatively about the game in some respects, right? Like you can't just be on stream bad-mouthing the game all day long. You can't do that. I'm sure they would have somebody watching your stream and they would be like, look, this guy's, we can't have this guy as one of our COD Mobile partners. We got to get rid of him, right? That's why you've seen guys get dropped from that program for not posting, whether they're not enjoying the game much or they just no longer want to chill out and say nothing but good things about the game, like Jokesta. I think his was more fatigue related. and then a couple of India players, I think, that are no longer really in that partnership. So I totally understand it, man. I get it. And I definitely think his take's valid. Like, I feel like if you did want to follow that belief, like, it makes sense and it's reasonable. So I understand why he commented that take. I think that's much better than the first hot take. These were the only two commented. So coming in with mine is going to be different. I am going to go with a more positive route. I think COD Mobile will still be played on mobile devices in the same game that it is currently at 10 years from now. I think 10 years from now, you could look back on this video and you'll be like, well, I'm still playing COD Mobile. I think it could last that long. I think it has the ability as a mobile game, and it's that good of a game. Like PUBG Mobile, which I also would say the same thing for, they will be around 10 years from now, and people will still be playing them, right? Maybe not to the same amount, but definitely still be playing them. They are phenomenal games overall, right? There's things to hate, there's things to love, but overall they're great. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. Let me know your thoughts on these hot takes in the comment section down below. And yeah, it's been your boy Marcus Orsini. I'm out of here. Peace.